Okay, ladies, this is how I take off and apply my Jamberry Nail Wraps. This is nail polish remover. I stick my finger in, get it wet. I'm sure all of you have seen a toothpick like this. You just slide it under. Try to go side to side more than up and down, and it just pops right off. No damage. Stick your finger in again. Make sure it's nice and wet. And just go side to side. And they're off. Easy as that. Now, you always want to make sure that the nail wrap is a little smaller than your actual hand or your actual nail bed. It's okay to have a little bit of nail showing on either side. And you also want to make sure that it is not touching your cuticles. So here is what I do. You can use a spoon cuticle pusher, you can use an orange stick, or you can use our handy Jamberry rubber cuticle pusher. And what you want to do, I prefer this, you just push back your cuticles and make sure there's nothing hidden there. You can see how it's coming off. Make sure it's all nice and clean. I'm just going to do 2 nails so you can see the process. Now that the cuticles are pushed back, I'm going to buff the top of my nail lightly. Doesn't have to be hard or a lot of pressure or buffing, just so that there's a little something for the nail wrap to stick to. I'm going to be using this last one on my pinky. What I do is cut it out like this and cut it in half. Okay, I peel it from the cut end because the round end goes near your cuticle. You don't want to touch the adhesive that's going to go on your nail, but it's okay if you're touching the part that's going to be cut away. I simply place it on my nail. I don't push it down. It will stick. It will stay. You can move it around to make sure you have proper placement. Then I put it in front of the heat just for 2 seconds to get it a little warm. I use my thumb, I push down and away and smooth it onto my nail. Then I pull the tips. And it's okay to pull on this because this is going to get cut. My next step, I cut the excess off. I turn my hand over so I can see where my nail is, and if you're using a curved scissor, put the curved part against your nail and it's nice and easy to cut. Then I apply heat again. I apply heat 3 times total. So just for 2 seconds, then I use our trusted rubber cuticle pusher and I make sure with a good amount of pressure to seal it all the way around. Make sure you get really good in the cuticle area and all around the edges. One more time with heat. 1, 2. Okay, perfect. It's on, it's not going anywhere. There's no bubbles, there's no wrinkles. I'm gonna move on to my next nail. Typically, I will do both hands before I do any trimming. So, I'm going to use sugar and spice. I'm going to cut out the 3rd wrap because that's what fits my ring finger. Cut it in half. Peel it from the cut end. Place it on your nail. It will stick. You don't have to seal it. I advise you that you don't. Just place it where you want it. Put it in front of the heat. 1, 2. Our Jamberry mini heaters are very hot. Okay, seal it with your thumb. Perfect. Cut off the excess as close to your nail as possible. Okay. Put it in front of the heat again. 1, 2. Seal it all the way around. Make sure there are no bubbles, there's no wrinkles, and you get it really good around the cuticles. One more time with heat. 1, 2. Seal it again. You want to make sure that these are watertight. You don't need a lot of heat. You can overheat them. Now, we're going to pretend that I did the rest of my fingers. I personally do not file the ends. What I do, I just clip the tip. Okay, clip. That way there's no lifting, there's no filing at an angle. And that's it, ladies. My Jamacure is on its way to being done. Super easy, no issues whatsoever. I hope this helped. Thanks.